Ladies and gents, welcome back. It's not over until they say it's over, at least until they have another crisis to milk. We have here the World Health Organization. This is from livemint.com. World Health Organization is issuing new guidelines for COVID-19. Isolate for 10 days, they're saying. Here's the new list of things that they want to do. COVID-19 continues to spread en masse in several countries across the globe, while the scare of another probably pandemic wave has not died down. The World Health Organization has issued new guidelines with respect to people who get affected by the deadly virus. Now, we can all thank, in Canada, Dr. Leslyn Lewis. She is a conservative MP in the federal government of Canada. She led the charge against them allowing for the World Health Organization to have this treaty. They had a treaty, and they wanted this international treaty where Canada would give up their sovereignty in the respect of actually being able to implement these things on our own instead of the World Health Organization doing it by decree and then the government having to just follow suit. Well, here they are giving these new things, recommending isolation periods of 10 days for what they've been calling the Kraken in the news. You know, the mythical beast that leaves no survivors. Well, apparently this common cold is now the Kraken. Now, of course, the media types, the ones that propagandized us for 2 years, are out there just, giving us the old what have you. Unhappy Gilmore taking to Twitter yesterday to say, today is the 6-month mark since my booster, which means I was due for another one this week. Tisk, 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 my little unhappy friend. She was not up to date as they call it. They don't call it vaccinated or unvaccinated now. It's up to date. It's not about whether you had it or not. It's about whether you had the most recent. Anyway, so unfortunately, COVID beat me to the punch, she says. The COVID virus doesn't mess around. Stay tuned. Stay safe out there, folks. Sorry, stay tuned. Yeah, they want you to stay tuned. But stay safe out there, folks. If you don't see, there's a thin little line there where she evidently tested positive with the rapid response test that never gives a false positive. But also saying, for the peanut gallery out there, if you can see any test line T, no matter how faint, the result is positive. Never, ever a false positive. Now, this is coming from the state propagandist. I say state propagandist because she works for Global News, which is funded largely by the government anymore. They've had to line up at the trough of the government to receive remuneration because they're not doing so hot in the free market of ideas out there. But I would say for Rachel Gilmore here that she's done better. She's inoculated herself, and inoculation meaning that she's in the active process or of instance of inoculating, especially the introduction of a pathogen or antigen into a living organism to stimulate the production of antibodies. So you've got antibodies, which physicians have been saying are actually really good. They could be even lifelong. The booster wasn't designed for the Kraken anyway, so happy for that. Although these are the same people that have propagandized us for 2 years with some really interesting vitriol. Here's a little snippet of what Unhappy Gilmore had to say over the holiday season.
Are you going to invite your unvaccinated relatives to sit at the dinner table with you this Thanksgiving? Experts are saying you might not want to risk it. Here's why. According to one expert from McMaster University, vaccines are super effective, but they're most effective when you're surrounded by other vaccinated people. If you invite someone who isn't vaccinated, there's a risk of having a breakthrough case. Now, breakthrough cases are pretty rare. There's only ever been about 8,000 in Ontario, but kids can't get vaccinated yet. So part of keeping those kids as safe as possible is telling that one uncle who chooses not to get vaccinated that he might have to sit this one out.
Yeah, deny people access to their family. That's the idea here. We have Alan Dershowitz giving his opinion on a podcast to the surprise, actually, of the host of this.
You have no right not to be vaccinated. You have no right not to wear a mask. You have no right to open up your business.
Wait, can I stop you? No right not to be vaccinated, meaning if they decide you have to be vaccinated, we have to be vaccinated?
Absolutely. And if you refuse to be vaccinated, the state has the power to literally take you to a doctor's office and plunge a needle into you.
Wow. Okay. So they actually people advocating this stuff. Here's Gene Simmons, the guy who's born to rock and roll, except when it comes to you're not allowed to do the things that you'd like to do when he's partying all night and every day.
So get over yourself. We're not concerned if you agree with it or not. We're concerned about you making us sick. So get your goddamn COVID shot and prevent other people from getting your stuff.
It's a good point, and we're having a debate this morning about that very thing, really. A debate about whether mask wearing should be returned to be mandatory here in the UK. Restrictions have been lifted. And I understand you even suggest people who come to your concerts wear them for their own protection.
We are doing the KISS cruise shortly, and you will not be able to get on the cruise unless you're vaccinated. Look, before you go to school, you have to have your children get the flu vaccine and the polio vaccine, and there's no discussion. And, what about my rights? Well, you don't have as many rights as you think. When you get up to a red light, you must stop. There's no choice. It's because it's not about you, it's about the other innocent people going by. So get over yourself. Even you get in your car, you must put on a seatbelt. Well, you're taking away my rights and the government's telling me what to do. That's right. The government is telling you what to do. Shut up, be respectful of other people, and get a vaccine. Put on your seatbelt, stop at the red light, stop being selfish.
Wow, okay, so some morality police here and telling you what to do with your body and what you should have in your body. Here we go. COVID vaccination being compared to drunk driving. This is amazing.
Why not mandate the vaccine? People who don't get vaccinated and then go out without masks are no different than drunk drivers. And we have laws against that.
Unbelievable. How's that working out for you, everyone, especially unhappy Gilmore, with your positive test result after doing all of the stuff that you were told to do? But anyway, here we go. We have James, I think that's pronounced Cintolo, on Twitter here. He's a medical and nutritional expert on medical and nutritional health, asking, do vaccinated people not understand no matter what they do, they're going to get COVID over and over again? No matter what you do, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Now, we've been told if you have it, the symptoms will be much less severe. Most people that are getting it are not having severe symptoms at all. Anyway, I'm not giving any health advice here. I'm just saying, Dr. James here, also posting on Twitter, breaking: World Economic Forum announces new mRNA technology they will use to edit and write your genome for beneficial purpose while having right level permission, and giving credit to mRNA COVID vaccines for their mRNA code. Interesting. This could enhance every aspect of our existence. Materials fashioned to zero waste.
We're talking about improving biology and redesigning organisms for beneficial purposes. It's going to allow us to not just edit genomes, but also, and importantly, write a new code for life. We'll have right-level permissions. We already started to see some of that this year. COVID-19 vaccines, they make use of engineered code in the form of messenger RNA.
Oh, I thought that was a conspiracy. No, nobody's claiming that, right?
What's on the horizon are diminished reality glasses that look very much like what I'm wearing, that would allow you to remove things from your point of view, from your view, whether that's garbage or other people.
Garbage or other people. Oh, remove it from your view. Oh, goodness golly. Wow, that's an interesting development here on the front of what we're doing with some interesting technologies that are out there. Anyway, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of this whole idea of removing garbage or people from your view. Anyway, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep on trucking.